Hey, what's up guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Prince Meyson. Today we're going to be talking about Apple ProRAW. We're going to talk about what it is and how it might affect the photography industry in the nearest future. Yesterday, Apple put out the iPhone 12 Pro and there were two things they talked about. Talked about 5G, or talked about a lot. They talked about 5G and they talked about the camera. And as a photographer, I am really interested in the camera system. And the thing that stood out to me the most in that camera system was the Apple ProRAW, and also for video, their 10-bit video. Now the 10-bit video, I don't know if it's just HDR or you can just shoot 10-bit video, even if it's not HDR, but you know, it's just amazing that they're pushing the camera this far. So let's get into this video and talk about what Apple ProRAW is. So what is RAW? RAW is an image file that is unprocessed. It is raw, just like what it means, just like the word. There's nothing in it, you know, it hasn't gone through any process, unlike JPEG files or HEIC files. I think those are what iPhones use now, which is kind of like a form of JPEG too, but JPEG files are basically images that are already baked in. So let me just use food as an example. Imagine going to the market and buying food stuff and, you know, raw food stuff. You can actually take that and make it into any meal that you want, and that's what raw is like. When you take raw pictures, you know, it is flat, it has all the information baked in, and it's left for you to actually just tweak it whichever way you want to get the final result that you want. And photographers love shooting raw because we can put it in Photoshop, we can put it in Capture One, we can put it in Lightroom, you know, process it the way we want, you know, give it different colors. Now you can with raw, you can actually change your white balance, you can mess with your exposure and not introduce a lot of noise into your image. You can mess with your colors and your colors are not breaking. That's just like a few of the amazing advantages that you get in raw. No wonder a lot of people want to shoot videos in raw too, or, you know, like videos for the most part is like a lot of JPEG images or a lot of processed images, but when you shoot raw, you just have so much that you can do with your image, unlike JPEGs, which is just basically a finished meal. So imagine going to the market and coming back with a finished meal. You basically can't do anything to that. You can maybe just add a little more salt or something and, you know, try and hope for the best. But with raw, there's just so much, you know, that you can do with your image, and that's why a lot of photographers love shooting raw. So what's Apple ProRAW? Apple ProRAW is just a way that you can actually get the best of both worlds. So you basically have your raw image and also you have your processed image in one, which is something that I haven't seen done before. So for the most part, if you take a picture with your iPhone, you would actually love how it looks for the most part. Like, a lot of people take amazing pictures with their iPhones, and if you give them a professional camera, they can't do the same. And that's because when you shoot raw with a professional camera, for the most part, it comes out flat. You know, you basically don't see a lot of colors. It's not the way you want it to be. You have to go and process that image yourself to get the outcome, the desired outcome that you want. Unlike with the iPhones, the Samsung phones, and all those, let me just say smartphone photography in general, once you take a picture, it does all that processing for you and gives you a final image. So, you know, you have, let's say you take a picture of a landscape picture, you know, you have the skies are not blown out, you have everything perfect, you know, the exposure looks perfect. But if you're going to shoot with the DSLR, sometimes you have to underexpose, then pull your shadows back up, you know, all that stuff. So Apple ProRAW will give you the best of both worlds. Once you take a picture, instantly through the processes, or it does that, you know, with a lot of processing at the same time. So, you know, it processes stuff in the GPU, the ISP, the CPU, and also in the neural engine. So what it does is that it does everything in milliseconds, and you have an image that is already processed, but it's a raw image. So when you take a picture, everything's processed, you know, it's almost like how you take a normal picture with the phone and you can see everything just the normal way you see it. But now you can take that image into a raw processing software and adjust whatever you want to adjust, from your white balance, mess around with the colors, mess around with the exposure, and not damage the image. Unlike when you take a JPEG image into Lightroom or something and you're messing around with it and you can see it breaking in front of you. Now you can take an image and it looks really good, or you can just go inside, tweak it the way you want to tweak it, and, you know, put it out the way you want to put it out. So And I think it's a really nice idea for smartphone photography, because I personally do not shoot that much on my smartphone, because I cannot really tweak the images the way I want it, and I just don't want to go whatever I see. Now, the other part of it is, how is this going to affect photography? For the most part, your camera can't do this, and technology like this tends to trickle down into like photography if it's really good. Do I think it's something that is a game changer for photography? I do not think so, honestly. I feel like a lot of photographers love shooting raw files that are flat, and that way they can tweak it whichever way they want to tweak it, instead of already seeing an end product and having your mind set on that end product. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. So a lot of people just want their raw files, and they want to tweak their raw files whichever way they want, but having the ability to take a picture and just leave it that way like you do with your iPhone, and having the ability to do that and still go in and tweak it without the files breaking on you is just amazing. So kudos to Apple for making this happen in their iPhone 12 Pro. I don't know if it's in the normal iPhone 12, but the iPhone 12 Pro. By the way, the whole stuff, I watched the entire release yesterday, and it was just about 5G and camera. Basically, those are the two things. So as a photographer, I was quite interested. Also, the iPhone 12 has the in-body image stabilization. So right now, they're not just stabilizing the lens, they're stabilizing the whole sensor, which is just amazing. So if you put everything together, a new lens, a new wide lens, the Apple ProRAW, and the image stabilization, I feel like it's just going to be a killer camera, and it might be the best camera on a smartphone that we have seen till date. Oh, you know, we'll wait for the reviews and see. I don't know if I'm getting one. I'm not sure. I just got my iPhone 11 Pro, and I'm probably going to stick with it for a while, except I get tempted and maybe I just happen to stumble on money to get one. But it seems like a very interesting idea, and I'll be looking forward to test it out whenever I can get my hands on the phone. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day. If you are, give this video a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed to this channel, definitely subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, check out my digital store. I have some amazing freebies there for you. My free frequency separation action, free eyes and teeth whitening action, free blue tone lots, and I have some skin tone lots that are for sale. So if you're looking to support the channel, go cop that. Help me, let me help you. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out, guys.